What's up, guys? You're watching J&Boy TV, and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to Wedding Song There Is Love by Peter, Paul, and Mary. This was suggested by a patron, so you know I had to check it out. I really enjoy reacting to Blowing in the Wind by these guys, so I'm excited to check this one out. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 85% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. I do the same thing sometimes. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the mini classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously. And if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs that got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
At the calling of your heart, rest assured this troubadour is acting on his part. The union of your spirits here has caused him to remain, for whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. Shall leave his mother and a woman leave her home. They shall travel on to where the two shall be as one. As it was in the beginning, is now until the end. Woman draws her life from man and gives it back again, and there is love. Becoming man and wife, is it love that brings you here, or love that brings you life? Or if loving is the answer, then who's the giving for? Do you believe in something that you've never seen before? Oh, there's love. The marriage of your spirits here has caused him to remain, for whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. Oh, there's love.
beautiful song by Paul, a really simple yet extremely deep song. The acoustic guitar was being played very gently here. This is a really delicate song with a loving feel to it. Nothing complex about the instrumentation in this one, but the vocals were absolutely beautiful, really smooth, and had a very loving feel to it. Paul Simon-esque in terms of like softness of the delivery. Now let's go ahead and get into these lyrics. He said, "He is now to be among you at the calling of your hearts. Rest assured this troubadour is acting on his part. The union of your spirits here has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love, there is love." So some really beautiful stuff right here, overtly biblical. He's talking about God being there at the wedding. He said he is now to be among you at the calling of your hearts. So the calling of your hearts would be the wedding, and then he being God. Then he references a Bible verse in Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. It says, "For where two or three gather in my name, there I am with them." And that's Jesus talking about just being there whenever two or more are gathered. And so in the song, he says, whenever two or more are gathered in his name, there is love. So wherever two or more are gathered, God is there, and God is love. Next verse, he says, "Well, a man shall leave his mother and a woman leave her home. They shall travel on to where the two shall be as one. As it was in the beginning, is now, until the end. Woman draws her life from man and gives it back again, and there is love, there is love." So once again, referencing the Bible. Here he's referencing the end of Genesis chapter 2. It says, "Then the Lord God made woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. The man said, 'This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man.' That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh." So that's why he says here in the song, woman draws her life from man and gives it back again. So the woman was created from the man's rib, and also the woman reproduces. So that's what he's saying when it says she gives life back again. And then also talking about a man leaving his parents and a woman leaving her home, and the two being united in marriage and becoming one flesh. They're being connected in that union and essentially uniting their spirits. So he basically just used the Bible to write this song. This is really poetic stuff. Next verse, he says, "Well then, what's to be the reason for becoming man and wife? Is it love that brings you here, or love that brings you life? Or if loving is the answer, then who's the giving for? Do you believe in something that you've never seen before?" So he's kind of posing a question here. He says, what's the point of getting married? Then he says, is it love that brings you here, or is it love that brings you life? So are you here because love is fun and cool, or are you here because you need love to survive? And the answer is the latter. We need love to survive. And then he's saying like giving love as well brings life to others. True love, which requires action and not just feelings, will sustain this union. And it's not always about receiving, it's about giving as well. It's more blessed to give than receive. Then in that last verse, he references John 20 verse 29. It says, "Then Jesus told him, 'Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed.'" So in the song, he asks that question like, do you believe in something that you haven't seen before? And Jesus was talking about someone seeing him and acknowledging that he was God, but he's saying you only believe because you saw me. Blessed are those who haven't seen me and yet still believe. And here in the song, I think he's kind of referencing love. He's like, do you believe in true love although you haven't seen it before? Do you believe that it's possible? Because if you don't, it'll be hard to commit to it. So you need to have faith that it can be done. Last verse I'll go over, he says, "Oh, the marriage of your spirits has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. Oh, there's love." So basically saying like God honors the union. God created marriage and it honors him because he created it for a purpose. It's really meant to reflect the union between him and ourselves, but that's a conversation for another day. And I think he's also saying here like if God is in your marriage, their love will be also. Man, this is a beautiful and very layered song. There's way more depth than I even explained here. This song had a great meaning, great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I'll catch you guys on the flip.